Yeah. So today I'm kind of talking about how I'm working on some different things a little bit because I know I've been working on some apps and this video stuff for a little while now, and some of those things take a little bit of time, but this is what's been saving me a lot of time already lately, in being able to see and view so many screens and stuff, and not only seeing screens but interacting with different things and other computers and stuff, with this device. All right, so it's kind of like being on a holodeck on Star Trek and everything, because like even when I get close to a door, it shows me that that's the boundary of my room. I set my boundary of my room, so when I get close to a wall, it knows exactly where I am, and it can place all of the things that I want in my office directly in my office. So you can see the boundaries right here and everything. So I'm gonna take that off and then just look at kind of what I'm doing with what I've learned, what I was taught. When I was young, you know, I learned about capacitors and resistors is what made me want to do all of this, from my uncle Carl, my father, and some from Anthony Scott. So they explained what capacitors and what resistors were, and then what breadboards were, et cetera, et cetera. So like almost every piece of technology started off on something like this. So somebody can see how to create it, or how to put the pins and how they will work, or how different parts of or components of the circuit will work together. So they put those things on a breadboard to tell them, or test it first before you go and soldering things and stuff together to make it permanent. So a lot of these things can do. Let's say you put this on the breadboard. This right here is actually detects water levels. So I kind of want to go through a lot of the different things and what they are, kind of how it was explained to me when I was young and just being a curious kid. So I would suggest like this most complete starter kit. It says mega 2,560 projects, but yeah, it's I can't explain all of the different things you can do with all of these different components right now, but you can do almost everything or control almost everything that's made now. So I tripped over a guitar. So let me look at this right quick, and let's go over. Okay, I was looking at breadboards earlier, and I'll say breadboard, and it's going to bring up like that breadboard I was just looking at, and I can do it exactly like you saw some people doing on movies. I pick it up, put it in front of me, breadboard pops up there, and everything has the same look and everything that this one has, that people have been using for decades and decades to make all the electronics that we use every single day. They even have some other ones that are free 3D models and everything that you can download real quick and put into your environment. This is a breadboard. It actually has some different components and stuff like that on it. Right now, see, put that right there. Yeah, you can see a couple of resistors and stuff like that and everything. So that's kind of what I'm gonna be talking about, and kind of showing how and what I do and that, because that's what always excited me about even doing video and everything else, being able to actually build circuits and components to do things and stuff, because even the stuff that I do for the web is controlled by, or even apps, is controlled by basically Java, which is actually written for almost everything. Even your car radio and everything else is run off the same type of coding language. Yep. So I hope it'll be cool and informative. Like I was happy to learn stuff when I was young. Yep.